Hello, DK families, and welcome to your virtual curriculum night. Thanks so much for tuning in tonight and hearing more information about our classroom and what to expect this year. I know that we have met a couple of times already, and there's lots of things in DK that are new and exciting, and I'm going to cover some of that here in tonight's presentation. So this is my family, and the picture to the left was from last summer. We celebrated my husband's 50th birthday down in Disney, and it was really fun because I have four older bonus children, and they live some in state and some out of state. So we all got together to have a fun celebration. And my oldest stepson lives in New York City. My older stepdaughter lives in Colorado. And then my other stepdaughter and stepson live here locally. And all the way to the right is my son Layton. He is a seventh grader at Walden Middle School. And then the picture to the right includes our newest family member, and that is Lana, our puppy. She's a golden doodle, and she's 5 months old and is already the love of our lives. So this is my family. And here is an old photo of Miss Foraker and I. We really enjoy dressing up for Halloween and all of the fun dress up days that happen here at Carpenter. So around the building, we are known as the dynamic duo. We are a great match and we have so much fun together in the classroom. And so here in DK, the first semester, so all the way until January, we really just work on foundational skills, and we call them school skills, things that would be what they're not quite ready for and why they did not go to kindergarten. So we work on things like conflict resolution, sitting on the rug, taking turns, lining up, walking in the hallway, how to make friends, how to solve problems, all of those kinds of things that we really work really hard on the first half of the year. So a lot of building that social skills. And then our class will get more academic the second half of the year, but primarily after spring break is when we really start to get ready for kindergarten. This time, there is a small chance that our lunchtime could change in the next week, which would alter our schedule slightly. However, our basic framework of the day would remain the same. The students come to school, they're greeted by both me and Ms. Foraker. We help them get their backpacks off and get out their lunch boxes and get them prepared for the day. We come into the classroom, and depending on the time of the year, we do some type of an activity until everyone has arrived. And then we move into like morning meeting activities, getting to know you type activities, and having a chance to do some thinking and some problem solving and asking questions that get them talking to their neighbors. We have a math program that we use DK through 5 called Bridges, and we do something called Math Corner with our Bridges math program that involves calendar time and number sense activities, and the kids really enjoy this. Each day we will go to specials classes, so that is library, media, we call it here. We have gym which we call PE. We have music class, and then we also have art class. We do like to give the kids lots of time to play throughout the day. So there's different types of play. We have table toys where they play with the friends that are at their tables. We have playtime or other free choice where they can play in the classroom with choices that have been put out for them, and they have to sort of regulate where they want to play and who they want to play with, and making sure that they stay within the allotted number of students who are allowed to play at each area, build that independence and responsibility. And then sometimes they play with just a partner, and sometimes they play as a whole class. So lots of opportunities for play. We like to put movement activities into the day. We do a lot of circle time activities where I am leading the group and we're doing a group activity, whether it be a read aloud or some type of activity based off of a book or some type of a theme that we're learning. We do also participate in the Positivity Project, and that is a school-wide program that is based off of character traits, which I will explain in a later slide. At the end of the day, when the day is starting to get long and they're starting to get tired, we do a little rest time. It's not a nap time, it's just a time for them to kind of relax and take a load off before the very end of the day. So here in DK, we believe in the philosophy of the whole child. So that is building up and growing social part of um, things, the emotional, the physical, as well as the cognitive. So we try to make sure that we are focusing on all four areas of the whole child. And we do, of course, when we get more academic, focus on language arts, learning rhyming and, letters and sounds, and of course, knowing their names first and last by the end of the year, and a lot of book knowledge. So we read a ton of books and we talk about the title and the cover and where do you start reading and what does a reader look like. And we have a lot of opportunities to speak in front of the group and to share, and those all build those language arts skills that they'll need for next year. We also do a lot of math. Math is sort of goes with a lot of the things that we play with too. So counting and recognizing the numbers and a one-to-one correspondence and shapes and comparing, and we do graphs and we identify patterns and all that kind of stuff we do on a daily basis, really. We do also like to weave in science and social studies. We do a science table where we observe with magnifying glasses, and we go outside and we look at the trees and we observe nature. And we also do things with like predicting and coming up with ideas for our theories about things, and we'll read books about them. And in social studies, we talk a lot about, what makes a community and what can you do to be a good member of a community, as well as, talking about the environment and things like that. So science and social studies have a place in DK as well. Carpenter School, all students grades D, K through 5 participate in a program called the Positivity Project, which we commonly refer to as P2. And P2 is this idea that everyone, children and adults, have these character traits inside of them. And some of them shine brighter than others in people, but the idea is that all of them are beneficial to being a good member of a community and learning how to develop an awareness of the character traits and how to build them up and get better at them. These character traits are things like perseverance, teamwork, kindness, creativity, curiosity, prudence. There are 24 of them, and so each week we take a closer look at just one at a time. and we watch video clips and we read books and we have really great discussions about the character traits and how we see them fitting into our lives and how we can get better at them. It's actually a really neat program and one that is enjoyed by everyone at the school. Just like the boys and girls of the rest of Carpenter Elementary, we do go to specials classes every day. They are on a rotation on Fridays, but the other days are predictable. Mondays we go to PE, Tuesdays we go to media, library, and those are the days you want to bring back your library books so they can get a new one. On Wednesdays we go to art, and Thursday is music. So for homework, we do not have any homework. Please do not expect homework from me, although sometimes you may get a special project or something that I'm hoping that you'll work with your child at home with and send it in for the class. But I do think there are things that you can do at home every night that are helpful and will certainly um, prepare your student for kindergarten, and that's mostly to read together, to do silly rhymes together, learn nursery rhymes together, make sure they know their name and they can write their name, and have them help you with writing things. Um, Definitely you can practice things like zipping zippers, and of course when it gets cold out, knowing what to do with snow pants and boots and things like that, and recognize that all of the things they're doing this year is really big hard work for them, and they're becoming little people. This year in DK, all students will receive an iPad to use here at school. We do have a home for it here and chargers, so this is not something that will be going home with them, but it'll stay here. And as the year progresses, we will use them more and more. They will become part of our daily routine eventually. And most of the learning activities will be done through an app called Seesaw. And we do also make time for the games on PBS Kids, which are really great learning games that the kids enjoy. So new to the district this year is Parent Square, and this is the preferred method of communication from the school, from the district, and from me. So hopefully you have this as an app on your phone and you're able to access it on your computer. And so in Parent Square, you should receive notifications from the district, and from the school you'll receive newsletter from Miss Brunswick, our principal. You can receive any kind of important information as well as things from me, whether I'm sending you a reminder or a couple of cute pictures or something that I need you to remember or send in or bring. And that is going to be the main way that I will be communicating with you this year. Of course, I do have an email and you're welcome to use it. But I'm going to try to communicate to you through Parent Square. And there is a messaging feature, which is kind of nice. It's kind of like texting. We can just be casual. You can be casual with me and I'll send you casual messages. And what I mean is that you don't have to make it formal. You don't have to say, "Dear Mrs. Faber," I know we're all busy. And so you can just kind of keep it casual in the messaging feature. And I will respond as quickly as I can. Sometimes it's during the day, but sometimes it's not until after the day has ended, which brings me to a really important point, and that is if you are going to make any changes to the way that your student gets home during the day, maybe you get called into a meeting and you need them to ride the bus today, or you're going to have grandpa pick up instead of you, or um, whatever it might be. If there is some type of a change that happens during the day, please call the office. The office will make sure that I get the message and that we get your student in the right place at the end of the day. Sometimes I might have a sub, or sometimes I might not even be able to get onto my technology to see your message. That's super important. Also, every Friday, their folder will come home. The folder will have notes from the office, they'll have things from our PTC. They will have artwork and projects, as well as my weekly newsletter, which kind of just keeps you abreast on all the information that's happening in the classroom and things I might need you to know. We are so looking forward to partnering with you this year. And thank you so much for sending in all of your supplies to get our year started. We may ask you throughout the year to send in some things, maybe for a class party or a special project, and we appreciate your support with that as well. One of the things that I'm looking forward to this year is our DK meetups, and these will happen outside of school hours, and they are completely optional but super fun ways to see your child interacting with their classmates and to meet other families in our class. These will be in the evenings or on the weekends and are really fun for the kids and for the families. Once again, I would just like to thank you for tuning in to my curriculum night presentation tonight and hearing more about our classroom. I'm so excited for a wonderful year with both you and your child. And as always, please reach out. I love to have an open line of communication with you. So reach out anytime through that Parent Square app or always on my email is available. But I really appreciate you and looking forward to a great year.